a big milestone, 76 days and a return to some normalcy in Wuhan. I'd like to get your first thoughts on the city reopening.
Yes, it's a really very exciting to hear this news. I have been visiting Wuhan every year since 2002. I've worked closely with Wuhan University and Tongji Medical University by providing guest lectures, delivering invited presentations, conducting research projects, etc. So Wuhan is such a kind of dear city to me personally, and it is a big city with 11 million people. And it was a bustling city, as we all know. Therefore, it was actually really heartbroken to see the entire city locked down with no lights, no traffic, and everything was shut down. So that's why it's so wonderful to see the reopen of Wuhan today.
We know that all eyes have been on Wuhan from the way it handled COVID-19 in the beginning to the lockdown, as you mentioned, and now to the reopening. People are watching for that. What can others learn as the rules begin to relax there?
Yeah, you know, I'm in New York City. This is now the epicenter of the virus outbreak in the whole United States. And really, just think about this, staying at home and the practice. People are talking about practicing actually social distance. I want to say this is actually we need to keep physical distancing, not social distancing. So these are actually staying at home and practicing physical distancing are two effective ways that can prevent the spread of the disease, as we can see from the successful lessons learned from Wuhan. But also, actually, I think in the meantime, we really need to think hard on this, is that how we should combat social isolation. Because that we should actually try our best to keep socially connected and socially engaged. Talking to your friends and families and provide support to each other is extremely important in this very challenging time.
That's right. We are all social creatures. You know, you mentioned the mental aspect of it, but there's also a reminder in China to stay vigilant. What are the biggest concerns when it comes to reinfection or a new wave of infection coming from the outside? What are you hearing there?
Yes, and people are very much worried about this. That's why you see that the canceling of many flights, and they're trying to actually prevent non-citizens of China to entering into the country. I can understand that, although this is we are in this very challenging time. So certainly it's the measures that need to be taken. These are extreme measures at this time, historically speaking. So we still need to, as you said, that we still need to be vigilant. We need to prevent a second wave. That certainly that this country cannot afford to have a second wave of the outbreak. So that's why it is actually essential for that everybody that we know it's essential for everybody that should go back to work, but it is also equally important that we exercise caution and basically don't go to a party, right? And keep kind of physical distance with that.
And Bei, you mentioned your ties to Wuhan. Do you hope to go back at some point one day?
Yes, actually, that I have received several invitations to attend as a keynote speaker for 2 international conferences there. But everything is of course on hold. I hope that towards the end of this year or towards the early next year, I was talking to my friends. I said that certainly I would like to see you all, and that we can celebrate that we have won this battle in the future, hopefully in the near future.